Cayuga. If y'all are rocking with us, can you make some noise real quick? I'm your host, Redshirt Mike. I got a special co-host to my right.
It is the other half of Team Skoden, Kreative. If you are not First Nations, you are last. Skoden! Let's go.
I'm gonna take a quick moment before we introduce battlers. I gotta thank Kreative here for bringing us out, letting us perform for y'all. Please make some noise for Kreative one time. All right, that being said, battler on my left, introduce yourself.
What's up, Caillou Kid? It's Kronic Walters. I'm here to have some fun and do some rapping. Let's go.
Let's go.
Battler to my right, tell him who you are.
It's Illipsis, Van City King Killer. I'm in business. It's an all-ages show, so my slogan's a bit different.
Let's go! Let's go!
We gotta do a coin flip real quick.
Kronic's going first.
I go first.
Never mind.
I go first.
This is a 3-round battle.
We'll do a rock.
This is supposed to be dope. Yeah. It is round 1. Kronic Walters, let's go.
Check, check. Everybody can hear me?
Yes, sir.
So I thought you sucked. But apparently you're supposed to be super clever. Call me stupid, but I don't like raps that sound like they're written by a school professor. That's why I chose 90-second rounds, just for the fact I don't want to have to listen to this dude forever. I mean, he just looks like he wants to give you a lecture on nuclear bonds and how atoms fuse together. Man, Ellipsis is such a square, his height should be taken in cubic measure. Just a nerd from the suburbs where the only G's around your hood are on a Gucci sweater. And I responsibly keep track of everything I own, but for some reason I always seem to easily lose my temper. Yeah, welcome to my new endeavor. I'm doing better, and even though I'm colder than the gloomy weather all through December, Kronic will naturally concentrate when things get heated under too much pressure. So what's up? It's been a year, and Mike, what a surprise. I get another opponent where the kid is weird, timid, a little insecure, probably lives in fear, so man up, cause today we show you how to grip a spear, skin a deer, maybe teach you how to punch, cause I got a natural hook like my ancestors' fishing gear.
Bring it back.
He's probably timid, a little insecure, probably lives in fear. So man up, cause today we show you how to grip a spear, skin a deer, maybe teach you how to punch, cause I got a natural hook like my ancestors' fishing gear. You'll be dripping tears, Ellipsis, listen here. I am so native, I will smack you in the side of your head just to hit the drum in your inner ear.
What?
Yeah.
That'll happen.
I am so native, I am so native, I will smack you in the side of your head just to hit the drum in your inner ear. Instant bruising, yeah, you gon' learn how it works when I leave you with a blueprint like an engineer. And it ain't magic ill when I make this trick disappear, cause the whole image you reflect is fake like a magician's mirror. And this is like putting moonshine against some hipster pumpkin spice vanilla beer. This is like putting moonshine against some hipster pumpkin spice vanilla beer. IPA versus when the liquor's pure. So if it boils down to the proof of who's stronger, still it's clear. Cause besides being smart, you don't got any 6 skills. You're just one of many squares seen on the screen. That's why nobody picks ill, so sit still, or these blades will get me a charge like a windmill. Sometimes people need to tell me chill, it's a rap. It doesn't get no realer than that. They say don't hold a grudge, but I'm known to make beef last like a silica pack. It's Kronic.
Good round. That was crazy.
I said, shout out my guy Kreative one time. I accepted soon as he sent the request. Said that he was assembling the best of the best. Or at least the best he could get. But regardless, I was honored just to get to attend such a momentous event. In my travels, I've met skeptics of Vancouver and whether we're authentically repping the West, and I guess, but today we're in Cayuga, on the island's leftwardmost edge, and to be honest, this kind of feels like it's just about as west as it gets.
Let's go!
Nevertheless, I would first like to address my respects to the elders, past, present, and new, the next youth, the caretakers of this land, the custodians of this venue, really everyone in attendance, except you. So we got Ellipsis versus Kronic Walters, a man who, for reasons no one understands, talks like a 1930s Chicago mobster. First time I saw Kronic battle, really wasn't that good. Told him so, got him rattled. He He said, man, see, the jig is up, Flatfoot. 60 Scarface with a mean mug and an evil eye. I kind of think it's just a bad look, so the kid just wasn't that shook. I mean, artistically, it's an interesting choice, but I don't get intimidated, really just annoyed, when every single threat's deployed in the penguin voice. If this your best, then boy. But I get it. We're here for a celebration of art. And in this industry, the lack of adequate representation is hard, but that simultaneously makes it bizarre that you're not even the best First Nations name on this card, starting with a K and an R. I mean, Kreative's a star. Chronic's basic, never complicated. I can tell just by what you say in your bars. Yeah, you are not creative. You told my guy G-Show, like a retired bodybuilder, you need to quit your flexing. That's interesting. Wild how that got the entire crowd to quiet down. Imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger sitting sadly, telling any guy around, I used to flex. I'm retired now. I said he got this reputation as a writer. Wow, what have you done for it? Besides become a walking punchline like Chuck Norris, and that's something I could draw on like I'm Bob Ross. The square's getting stomped on like it's hopscotch. Got a flaming arrow for a hot shot. Pull a blade quickly. Tell him chop chop. You get turned to sawdust with a sawed off just 'cause dog talk like a mob boss. Bro, I've been trying to look for smoke on the island like I'm John Locke when he got lost. Footnote.
What? God.
Footnote. I hatched a plan since I saw that what he coming with light. And if you watch Lost like John Locke, I could stop him from blowing up if the numbers are right. See, Kronic keep getting smoked like his alias. First he lost a franchise, next show, now even on the fringe for production. It's a risky discussion, and like Olivia Dunham, I'm just trying to get on Walter's bad side. That's
crazy.
Right? It's really crazy. It's an exciting time for hip-hop. Kendrick went to war to spit with Drizzy, but you can play the same role as J. Cole. I guarantee he gonna be sorry if he dissed me. That's one, man.
Wow. Good battle. Round two.
So, I don't even know how someone gets as smart as you. Like, how'd you even get that way? I bet he was homeschooled and given like 10 tests a day, told to sit at his desk and stay. Like, did your parents even let you play? Or blink twice if you got beat every time you didn't get an A. Because I heard even if he missed one of his 10 classes, 10 lashes. You know how many times he's been confined to his room with his hand on the glass as a potential friend passes? Too many times.
What?
Because at the age of 4, he was given a bunch of tests in hopes he would get all A's, and he didn't even get one. That's the day they told him, listen here, little Nat, we don't play outside because reading is fun. It was a gorgeous day out, too. Like, the sun was out beating. They were in just beating their son. And that's the old tale of why Illipsis is so pale. Because he did a hard 18 years confined at his home jail. And I bet being raised as a vegan sucked. He's got to eat a side of leaves accompanied by a little piece of tofu that's seasoned up. Freaking yuck.
Freaking yuck.
He's like, but this steak is made from nothing but beans. It's one of the leanest cuts. Shut up, you little teeny schmuck. You know how many beans he'd have to eat in just to beefing up? This little dude cooks vegan meals and watches anime. That's why he's got such a fragile frame. This nerd talks about guns, but if he ever catches a bullet, he's in China riding the fastest train. All I know is in and out of battles, you don't act the same. While battlers try to trash my name, they say all he's good for is punching like Cassius Clay. This match is flames. I'm gonna bring so much fire, you're gonna have to be asking Kane tips on how to hide your face and mask the pain. And even when I'm smoking and chilling, I know how to fight. It comes in handy, man. Cause even when I'm smoking and chilling, I know how to fight. It comes in handy, man. That means I could be hanging out off some trees and still I got some sweet hooks like candy canes. While you just talk about shooting people with a made-up pistol, you might as well say you got a ray gun. I don't think you can give one to take one, and yeah, I may be fat, but if you look at my past track record, I've had a great run.
Said, I'm fresh off a Vancouver classic, a real showstopper. You're fresh off gazing longingly at the ice cream section of a closed Shoppers. So I may whistle while I travel like the Globetrotters, but I'm not taking any lit from a dude built like Winnie the Pooh. I bet your blood type is oh bother. But make that double oh bother. See, Kronic's a secret agent. You can believe this stuff or not, he's still in the field running ops, cause he's someone nothing stops. Like the Juggernaut, a real ladies' man. The brother's suave, smoother than a barrel-aged double scotch above the rocks. He almost fell victim to a Russian plot. They sent a sleeper agent named Ivanka Humpalot. A lesser man would have succumbed to the seductive thoughts, but he wasn't caught in the double cross. He said, something's off. Wait a second, what? I thought this was a honey pot. I said, I came here to bridge divides, but this is just undignified. He's repping Big Valley, because that's the only one he fits inside. What? I could have got a bigger name. Maybe not a bigger guy. He's gonna say I'm vegan, skinny, right? But between him and I, how am I the one with bigger fish to fry? To simplify, this is like a retired bodybuilder. You need to quit your flexing. Bro, what was that? They said Kronic is a puncher. Uh-huh, yeah. And every punch was bad. Just a bunch of mid 1-2s in rotation like puff, puff, pass. Bro, we know you're a stoner. Not just because your name had referenced it, but you tell us every battle, and okay, that's excellent. I'm all for a little self-medication, but you take that way past medicine, and it may explain your lame-ass penmanship. My guy's killed so many brain cells that he took an IQ test. It came back negative. My name's Kronic, I blaze Kronic. That's a strange decision, dude. If all you do is rap about weed, doesn't that mean it's just a strain to listen to? What? Let's go! What? And you're repping Street Kings too, bro? Woo! Look at you go! Street Kings. Amazing how awkward it sounds. Kelowna's got streets. He's the king of them. Must be the talk of the town. The only time you move weight in colossal amounts is when you're walking around, so why is he saying he'll jump me? His brain must be hazy and fuzzy, or maybe it's something that he wants to believe, like David Duchovny, but the only case he ever caught, it was a case of the munchies. People said, but the only case he ever caught, it was a case of the munchies. People said you're crazy for coming and seeing Kronic with this. They were saying he's hungry. Yeah, he probably is. Bro, I promise, Kronic, you don't want the added stress. You are not a valid threat. That's just a facade this man projects like a holograph effect. I have my back against the wall so much that when it's even, that only makes it more odd. Moron, I'm a champion. I could smack him out his sports bra. The anxiety rose to his chest like a corsage, cause you're rocking with a killer, like an orca capsizing a dork's yacht. Translation, we're in the same boat, but he's in over his head like a portage. Let's go. It's more pirate radio. I don't mean to rock your boat, so keep it on the low, but since Prohibition lifted, it's been easy to get Kronic smoked. Rocket launcher load, all the right, lock and load. Rocket launching, bro, on the road to Aldergrove. Nah, I know, that's hyperbolic though. But one punch could knock Walters into Walters Cove. Let's go! Let's go! But one punch could knock Walters into Walters Cove. We have to take it on the chin. They may say he's going in, but like a gastric bypass surgeon, bro, my patient's growing thin. That's two.
Let's go! Crazy. Fight back.
So this third round, I'm gonna start by warning some of the families near. Not only is this dude awkward, he's kinda creepy and he's weird. So if you try anything my natives don't like, you might get your ass beat by some of the aunties here. Cause you must be lost on the island. So you should probably go write SOS in the sand. Yeah, you best have a plan. You think you're ill, but you're not. You need to give your head an exam. And I'm just a native that knows I can naturally beat ill like a medicine man.
What? Let's go.
I'll bring some friends and some cousins through. It ain't nothing new. Got a grave with your name on it, a 6-foot hole, and I dug it too. That means soon as this was booked, I got a spot on the reservation just for you.
Let's go. That's crazy.
Because the difference between me and you was too great to ignore, so I'ma display it for us. Like, we probably both had dreams come true, but mine were made of horrors. Whole culture mislabeled by some fake explorers. I can't ignore this. That's why when you hear the term sue, you think of charging people and pay the lawyers. When I hear the term sue, I think of all the people that are native warriors. Because you only act tough when it's suitable for you, like Iron Man. Hey, I see you're trying to sell a fake image, and I ain't buying that. This whole made-up persona just to try and back how this guy'll act. You're like an ancient mummy in the tombs the way you lie in raps. And you're a rapper that doesn't make music? It's kind of whack. But as a native, I like to hunt my prey, and I couldn't even find your tracks. But I'm actually glad you don't make music. Because I laugh when I imagine this kid trying to rhyme on the mic, acting like you can smoke me, yeah, this guy's on the pipe. Like, do you actually think you're fly hanging on to lines that are too long-winded? You must be high as a kite. Going in and out of a conscious state, hearing sirens at night. They're smacking his face, looking at his pupils and shining the light. There's no sign of his life. His friends are in the back yelling, keep trying to fight. They need ill to start battling dope just to make sure he ain't dying tonight. It's Kronic.
Let's go!
Brother.
Round 3. Said I knew this could be one to watch. If he doesn't falter, it's a Caesar. See, I had to water down my stock and give this mug a shot. So if he's still salty when they're giving me the edge, then I can mix it up with Walter. Is all I heard.
Oh my
All
God.
I heard is that this the kid they say was sick. Then tell him make a wish. He tried to clown my bro show on some Asian-ish, the tastelessness. Like, I would never deign to script or berate you with any native diss, but never deign to script or berate you with any native diss. But although he ain't facing the same shade like Agent Smith, I might double back on this cat like a Matrix glitch and Steel Sun.
What?
And Steel Sun like Raven did in the creation myth.
Let's go.
Let's go!
A footnote. He may be a larger dude, but if it's bars and you, still a featherweight that pale in comparison, though that's hardly news. And like Raven, based on what he choose to make light of, now is looking dark for you. Oh, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Kronic. His superpowers don't lie in strength, flight, or leaping looming towers. It's signing into a computer browser, posting YouTube links that receive a single view per hour. So this dweeb leading BC's eastern flank, well, in general, to see me, he needs a senior rank. Go to war with Nat, crisis, gas prices. I could deplete your tanks, cause there's a different flavor to this smoke, like a cedar plank. Am I being pranked? This a tough guy, y'all? I gotta watch out, cause sun might brawl. And meanwhile, my speed dial is full of all the bluffs I've called. Oh, I could talk spicy. My speed dial is full of all the bluffs I've called. Oh, I could talk spicy. Cayenne, cloves, and cardamom. You're a native penguin. This guy is so Antarctican. Tell this butter knife he ain't sharp enough. I've been rocking jaws. He ain't shark enough. Better get your armor up. Better yet, I carve him up and Kronic will get split 7 ways like Narnia.
What?
Known for my wardrobe, but it's my old growth that got me here plus interest. And like deforestation, it's a fine line between us, but a clear-cut difference.
Let's go.
That's a conclusion to this war. But if you're new to battle rap, then I can do a little more. I did the standard alternation between excessively aggressive and rudely humorous before, but our art form is also a forum to explore any truth within its core, because I truly wish to see a future with an indigenous stewardship restored, an acknowledgement of what every nation's knowledge meant across the ages and all through the distant shores. And I believe that an entrenched structure of oppression that's intrusively enforced can't be rooted deep as the trees that precede it, with the tendrils still maneuvering through the forest floor, because change is hard to enact. But it can happen. We can dismantle these structures of extraction and combat factions that would transmit land into transactions to amass profit, but contract once contrasted with mass action.
Oh my God.
So in pending pages, every nation sees the excerpts taken from their stories get replaced with authentic restorations in protected language, music, dance, and medication transmitted, strengthened, celebrated through each successive generation. So getting to travel here, seeing these 11 different nations and presenting this exchange in a journey of 100 miles feels like a single step on a road to reconciliation. And that may be utopian thinking, I admit it. But even utopia has room for you and I in it. Kreative says that if you're not First Nations, you're last. So seeing celebration is exciting. So there's painful history on the books, but there's still pages to be writing. So if you ain't first, you're last. That may explain the timing. So I'm late to the party, but I'm so grateful I'm invited. Thank you. And that's 3.
Make some noise one more time for that battle right there.